Hello and welcome to my no, it's not July, sorry, I've got the month wrong. That is very soon. Welcome to June's Kindle wrap up. So I'm going to take you through the books that I purchased and that I read or didn't read with a yes, no or maybe. So the first book that I purchased is this one right here. I'm just going to get the photograph up of the book cover. So this one was the first book I purchased and the first book that I started reading, but unfortunately this one was, I'm going to say a maybe. I'm going to say a maybe. Just because I couldn't get into it, but what I'm going to do is, because obviously I've purchased it and it's going to stay on my Kindle, I'm going to come back to it next year. So that was the first book. And then after that, so what I like to do is now, so I read for a day. If I can't get into it, and then I leave the book. Leaving the book, and then the next day I have a break, don't read anything, and then I pick up another book next. So this one was the next book that I purchased. This one here, again, it was the same. I did kind of flick through it so I know how the ending was, but again this one will stay on my Kindle and I will be coming back to it next year and giving it another go to see if it's a yes or no, and if it's the same outcome, and then I'm just going to say unfortunately no. And then the next book that I got after that was this one right here, but this one, just minimized it because I'm trying to get the cover. Let's get the cover. So here, as I'm looking, I've only got to chapter 6. So I'm just getting the cover up. So this one wasn't the first book that I wanted from the author. I wanted another one. But when I looked, this one was only 99p, so I decided to get this one. But unfortunately, this one, again, was a, no. But again, I will be coming back to it next year, so that one will be staying. The one after that is this one right here. Right, let me get this up because I did read you. Let me go back. So this one was the next one, and this one for me was a yes. I'm a fan of her. I'm a fan of Kylie Kent. This isn't the first book that I've read of hers. There's another one on my Kindle, but it's a hockey one. This one's Mafia romance. This is obviously the kids in the second generation. These are the children, and of the Owning Vegas series. So this is book 2, and then there's a book 3. I've not read that yet. And the first book that I managed to get from her was a hockey romance, but it was free. Some authors do that, where you can go on Kindle and they give you a free book, and then obviously and then if you enjoy their work and you enjoyed it, and then you go back to purchase more books. But I'm a fan of hers, so no matter what, I will always read her books. So that one was a yes. The next one I got was this one right here. Here we go. This one, I did complete it. I did complete it, so I'm going to say maybe. I am going to read the second book, but I would say but with this one, it was really like, because obviously someone goes, her friend, they go away, she goes missing, and then she goes back to find her. But I would say don't look up book 2, because if I looked up book 2, you find out obviously what happens to her if she survives or if she don't survive. So I would say if you read that, for me it's a maybe, but I did finish it. I am going to get book 2, but next year. I'm not going to read this year. But I would say don't look it up, because if you look it up and then you kind of know the end of what happens. So I would say no. And then the final book that I got was this one here. This one. And I'm going to say yes, I'm going to read the second book. They are standalone stories, but I prefer starting at the beginning. So, because the first book that I saw was Joey, and that's their sister. So if I got her, but she's mentioned, Joey's mentioned in this book. So if I started off with Joey, then I would have had to start off with this if I enjoyed Joey. So I will get Joey. But I wish the female character in this was more stronger as a person. But as you can see, my June reading wrap up hasn't really gone that well, unfortunately, but that's okay, because again, that's what reading is about. So I'm holding off on reading now, because in July I will be going to paperbacks and I will be coming back to my Kindle in August. So stay tuned for next Sunday and you will see what paper books I will be reading in July. Yeah, keep on reading.